Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are in the world when you find this video. Welcome. This is a collective message for all of us and some divine inspiration. I think we're getting a little pep me up this week. Today I'm doing this reading. It is September 9th, 9/9. I started it at 9 a.m. and then my equipment started to not work for me, so we're back on track. I hope that you're all doing well. We're coming out of some pretty intense energy last week. Black Moon Lilith was really pulling up the shadow and our fears and our doubts and our insecurities, as well as Pluto moving back into Capricorn, tying up loose ends from the past. We are at the end of wrapping up a rather large cycle with Pluto since 2008. So you may be having recurring experiences or memories. It's really all designed to help us through this point of release that we're coming into with the full moon in Pisces on eclipse on the 17th, 18th, and some other parts of the world. Anyway, let's get into the message for us all today. What messages would be most beneficial and helpful for us all? We have the Hawk, the Ace of Swords, just clear vision, but also to be very discerning right now. Ace of Swords is, starting to see things clearly, life, yourself, your past, in a new perspective. Clearing away the cobwebs, clearing away the fog. It's like we're waking up from the dream or the spell or the amnesia that we had been under for quite some time. Be discerning, meaning feel your way through your experiences and know that how you are perceiving something is clearer. How does it feel in your heart? What is your third eye? What is your crown chakra telling you? We are moving away from lower mind thinking, programmed thinking. Our perceptions are becoming clear. And there's the weasel. The Seven of Swords. This speaks of masks, of secrecy, of things seeming and appearing one way. But now that the veil has been lifted, we see the truth. All the details that have been projected to us that we might have missed or swept under the rug are now coming back to the forefront to help put the story back together in a more truthful light, a new light, to help each and every one of us evolve and grow out of our past experiences. It's a process. The Fly. Five of Swords. We're going to get some more cards on this. But the Five of Swords is, it says winning at all costs. Pride before the fall. This is that energy of conflict. But going into, there's a difference between standing up for yourself and speaking up and continuing to go into an argument or a conflicting situation, wanting to be the winner, wanting to be right. We're moving away from that. But that could be the first instinct when the weasel presents itself, the truth, when the veil is lifted and you begin to see what has been truly going on beneath the surface. Overall, we have the Rooster, the Three of Wands. This is the energy of, all right, I'm ready to get up and move on, get up and go. It says rise and shine, foresight, slow and steady. So again, we're all receiving, and look, the dolphin below that, joy and true romance. We're all getting this foresight, foreshadowing of where our soul is heading, where we are heading in life. And it has nothing to do with the past. The past has been one big, difficult classroom. And then we still do, process and integrate all that we have gone through, all that we have learned, where we have come in our own maturity and spiritual evolution. It is a process. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. A lot of times when we get this insight, it ignites a spark. And it's like, all right, I know where I'm going. I know what to do. I know how to move beyond this. I received a piece of the puzzle that I really needed. Weasel, same thing. It's important to turn that back on ourselves and see all the different versions of ourselves that we have played out through life. We all have multiple archetypes, personalities, sub-personalities, parts, and they have played an intricate role in our life experience, especially in our relationship dynamics to others. Where have you... That's an interesting... where the question to ask yourself is, where have my intentions were to be right. My intentions were to, no matter how it affects anybody else, I'm going to win. I'm going to be the one on top. Only to find that pride eventually we fall. It lifts us up, the ego, and life will match that. But eventually we can't maintain that because it's not true. It's not authentic. It's not of the light. It's not real. And we fall. We fall. And it's okay. It's part of the journey. It's part of the process. Now take it as it resonates. This can be you or somebody that you're interacting with. And there's a lot of remembering. There's a lot of confirmation that we're all receiving right now. I just had, I always tend to question, not that it matters much anymore, but I think it does still have a small effect on me in certain circumstances. But I had a really hard time truly understanding that myself as an empath, and definitely with the pattern of codependency, had fallen into narcissistic relationships over the course of my lifetime. And it always stems back to my relationship with my father. What that had done within me had created its own entity or monster, so to speak, but it was actually me against me. So last night, as I was laying in bed, I had all of this come back to me yet again, because, for me, when I had left those relationships, finally, or eventually, I'm the one that carried the guilt. I'm the one that carried the shame. I'm the one that felt guilty for my part in things, how I reacted and responded. But then when I was shown was like, but you were provoked over and over and over again. My lesson in that was to learn how to communicate better. And in astrology, you know, my son is a Gemini, so he's the one, Geminis teach us, our children teach us. He's the one that was teaching me all along, and this doesn't have anything to do with my son, but communication, how important communication is, true communication, and how you communicate. That might be for somebody, me sharing that, or maybe it's just for me. Ace of Swords again. This is just confirming what I'm saying. So I feel as though many others you're not fully aware, and this is not to place the blame on anybody. We're all teachers and students to each other. But if you had past experiences, it doesn't have to be with a narcissist or somebody with narcissistic tendencies or traits. It's part of the game. It's part of the journey that we go through. It's not a fun part, no. But it is meant for us to see, who do we become? What does that do to us? And what does the aftermath, how do we carry that aftermath with us? Clear vision. Be very discerning. Some of you may find yourself in new situations and it's exciting, or maybe coming into new situations and it's exciting. It's different, it's new, it's genuine, it's authentic, but is there residuals left over from the past that you're just starting to become aware of? What mask do you wear when you're around others? Do you put on your best behavior? Do you have a certain persona, a certain role, a certain archetype that you favor when you're in the presence of others, or when you are going to a job, and here we go again. Oh. We're just going to read in the dark. I'm not messing around with this light. It's a strong message. Really affecting my throat chakra right now. That's too many. What do we have? All right. 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups, the Chariot, 3 of Wands. So this is the energy of kind of at the precipice, standing at the horizon of a possibility of complete and utter emotional fulfillment. Let's see if we can get that back on. Thank you. I'm being tested this morning. Complete and utter emotional fulfillment. Possibly with this new insight, this new awareness, this new clarity. And then we had the Chariot and the 3 of Wands. Stay in that energy. We are about to be having a whole new experience, a new cycle, a rebirth. The Chariot is moving forward, understanding our lessons, seeing where we've been, who we've been, and who we're not, and who we are. 3 of Wands, connecting, really connecting to who we truly are, connecting to the elements, connecting to our soul self, connecting to our higher self. Ready to push forward. I feel like many of us are, you know, our ego, or at times we're like, I'm so ready, but the universe knows better. Our higher self even knows better. Yes, most of you is ready. There's just still some little bits and pieces that we want to finish off, release, let go of. But in order to really, truly let go of, we've got to see them clearly. We've got to see ourselves clearly, our patterns clearly. Tell me about the 5 of Swords, please. And I'm saying that's where we're at. That's where we're at. I'm hearing getting ready for a graduation ceremony, a graduation. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Oh, this was, okay. Thank you. Yep. 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 All right. And that's why, okay. So yeah. Our energy is gaining momentum. We have had some time over the summer, or just this year in general, many parts of the spiral, parts of this energies that really slowed us down. And no matter how much it slowed our energy down, some of us forced and pushed and tried to keep going, drinking lots of energy drinks and coffee, and nothing was working. It was just causing more stress and anxiety. Finally surrendering to the slowdown, and maybe even feeling like time is either slipping away, or it's been quite an interesting part of life in the energy cycles, for sure. So we're ready to push through and move on, onward and upward. I'm hearing death, transformation, death of the old. It seems as though that pride, that ego has had its fall already. And that's a beautiful thing, actually, in all actuality. When the ego gets checked, when we actually get elevated so high and we're dropped on our ass, that is a humbling experience, especially because other energies come in, and whether this be through family, friends, animals, pets, they come in and they actually show us what's really important and what we can be grateful for right here, right now. And that is part of the death process as well. We sink all the way down and don't see any hope in life. It's pointless. I'm too tired. I don't know what I'm doing. Everything is against me. And then suddenly there's an upliftment again, and a sense of extreme gratitude, which is a beautiful thing. Overall, we do have the Four of Swords today. This is the energy of kind of maybe being in the mind a little bit too much. I'm also hearing discernment. So it's not overthinking, but it is an energy of contemplation, taking a pause, maybe even talking things over, or discussing our experiences in a little bit more in depth with like-minded friends and family, like-minded others, but not really telling each other what to do. It's just comparing notes, connecting dots, things like of that nature. So that is okay. We're gonna do one more. All right. One more from Moonology. We're gonna tap into the moon's energy, which is still in Scorpio as I'm doing this reading. These messages are timeless. So again, take it as it resonates for you. It's interesting to have the Three of Wands with the Four of Swords, because the Three of Wands is starting to feel energized again. I'm starting to feel inspired again. I'm starting to kind of get my mojo back, right? And then it's sort of sitting back and reflecting. It's also an energy of reflecting where I've been, what I've gone through, what I do not want to experience again. But what was that showing me? What was that teaching me? How am I different now than I was then? And really, this is a beautiful week to embody the newness, the wholeness, the trueness of the soul and the heart. With the Ace of Swords twice, this is really telling me collectively, we have dabbled in and out of different perspectives, mindsets, beliefs, but this is really clarity. Aha. Oh my God. I see. And it shifts your entire perspective of everything. Everything and everyone, which is beautiful. How did I argue with people before? I tried to control things. I tried to make things happen. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand. I really wanted to prove myself and be right. And now I see that that was kind of a futile. It didn't matter. They're all lessons. Okay. So there's two parts to this message. I'm going to share them really quickly. For those of you who are still operating with the fly and the weasel energy, maybe wrapping that part of your karmic cycle up, nothing will come of this situation. Nothing. They're meaningless, pointless conflicts, arguments, either with yourself or with somebody else. Nothing will come of the situation. And overall, for all of us, here's our inspiration for today. Have faith in your dreams. Truly, we are the creators or the co-creators of our experience, our reality. And we're getting a good glimpse, a good idea, a good understanding of how we can truly create the life, the experiences that bring us emotional fulfillment, happiness, and that we can take the lessons and the tests and the challenges and all that we've gone through in the past and use them as our wisdom, as our medicine going forward. So don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Have faith. Let go. Release the past. And watch the magic happen. Try not to overthink things. So that's the message I have for us all today. I hope that you found this to be helpful for you. And I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.